I'm Madhavi, and today I'll be teaching you how to make a mandana design, or a simple one. So it's I know there are 100,000 videos about it, but then I thought, why not? I'll just try and show you what I really do and what I really like doing. So it's going to be a simple one today. I don't need a lot of material, and neither would you. You probably need just a drawing book and a pencil and a sharpie and a black gel pen on a Faber-Castell pen, anything that you would like. So yeah, let's start with something simple. I won't exactly be making the mandala, the circle design. I really like doing it, filling up mandana designs into figures and other shapes. So we'll start doing something simple as that. Yeah, so here's my thing. We'll probably try and make, say, a fish today. Yeah, that's what I'd like to make today. So we'll do something like this, something as simple as a fish, a freehand fish, if you may. So don't quite fret about how perfect the image is. It can be anything that you might really want as your fishy image, for that matter. So here's mine, a simple fish, a smiley one with concentric eyes. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll divide the fish into, say, a little broad lines. They will help make designs neater, a little more emphatic designs that can be seen, and we'll go from there. Now what we'll do is, this is my fish. Now you may either choose to fill up the entire page or just fill up the image as such. So go by what you would like, or you're feeling on a particular day, for that matter. So we'll just start by doing the fish. Now let's just make the outline in a bold Sharpie pen. So now that you have finished outlining the fish, we'll probably now start filling this guy up with mandana designs. Now it can be as simple and intricate as you might like. We'll start with something as simple as triangles. Yeah, now, like I said, don't fret too much about perfection. It's all cool as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. That's most important. We'll now fill this up with smaller triangles. So you don't always have to go all filling them in bold colors. And okay, now I'm going to probably make nudging triangles. You'll see these smaller triangles that probably will be nudging inside, and then I'll probably fill them up with the Sharpie pen. And look at this effect. It's quite nice and neat and simple and easy to make. Now, in this one here, the second one, we'll probably do, I don't know, circles maybe, so on, like maybe loops like this. How about this? Waves, loops, lassos, whatever you may call them. And then just give them this definition so that they look like really nice. And then you can start to fill these up again. We'll now try to do maybe simple lines. I mean, can you see how simple the use of alternating Sharpies and pens gives them that much needed emphasis on certain designs that you might want. So now we can probably do something as simple as vertical lines, leave space in between, and I'll show you how we can fill them up with horizontal lines, and then that becomes a nice woven design pattern. See there? It's really simple. It doesn't have to be too crazy with the perfect ruler or an instrument of geometry for you to make those perfect designs. Just think of something that you think will make your design stand out from the rest. And maybe one odd horizontal line here and there. Again, like I said, don't worry too much about what anyone else is doing. It's your design, your pattern, and you may choose to make them as you wish. How about, say, crisscrosses now? Something like this. And then this. Almost like a crisscross pattern, and then fill them up with dots just to give it that a tic-tac-toe effect maybe. Okay, now that we are done with these, now you can see how your doodling is coming together quite emphatically with bold and finer designs. We'll do something like, say, another round of swirlies maybe, just to give it that contrast between the geometrical patterns and, you know, keep it different between something freehand and something more definite like a crisscross or a triangle. Yeah, and then fill them up with small beads of emphasis. Okay, now we could probably do something like a more petaled design, a typical reminder of, say, a henna mehendi or an Indian or a Mughal design, and then fill them up with small lines and beads. Anything that you can add to a typical design pretty much soon becomes an element of uniqueness to what becomes your pattern or design. It makes your design that much more unique. And then we'll probably just do simple lines and fill them up alternatively. Again, that alternating effect of bold and fine design. Now that we are here, how about we do these fins a little differently? We'll probably just give it this definition and then just fill this part up a little more in a solid black, so you can define it to know that it's a different part of the fish and it's the fins and not just the fish shape. And see, like I said again, don't bother too much about how perfect it is. It doesn't have to be. It's not your geography lab book or a biology lab book, I'm sorry. We'll now fill this up again with some kind of a pattern, maybe just petals like these and petals here. There you have something akin akin to a nice pretty doodled mandala'd or a mandana'd fish for a nice evening of relaxation. Okay, now let's divide this guy into more specific lines so that you get some more definition to add. And we'll see how we go from here. How about adding some more petals? These are typical motifs that you would use in doodling or Zentangles or Mandana or Rangoli or henna for that matter. And again, some lines and pearls. Yeah. And now maybe some another kind of curves that I usually like to do. These cursive writing, if you've done in your school, these S's. Quite a fine add to the design, I'd say. Now we'll do something here as well. Make some more petals this side. And maybe double line petals just to make them more emphatic. Maybe add some kind of detail and intricacies in it. We'll fill them up with colors in some way so that they all stand out. It's doodling or mandana is basically a no holds bar. Sometimes less is more, and sometimes more is great. It all depends on how you want your design to stand out. So don't quite worry about what someone's done, someone's not done. You do what you like, and as long as it soothes your mind, I think it's cool. See there? It's all right. It's coming together quite fine, I think. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, and now for the big guy, we'll probably just do something simple, something really simple, like these lines. And do this alternatively, and then fill up the alternate rows. There, so this guy is now pretty much done for today. You tell me how you like it. Now what I would usually do is not leave the fish just as it is. I would really fill up the page. So maybe tomorrow we can do something to show you in how we can keep this design intact, fill up the page, and yet keep some kind of an element where the design of the page does not really overwhelm the fish, and it all still looks harmonious and nice. I really hope you like it. Do let me know. Thanks.